guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, I'm Pearl, and if you're not new, thanks for stopping by. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make sure your protective style is actually protecting your hair, because you don't want to end up looking like this, okay? So let's try and avoid that at all costs. So let's look at a few tips that we can try and keep in mind so that we don't end up losing our edges or, you know, having bald spots or things like that, okay? So this applies to wigs, weaves, braids, corners, pretty much any hairstyle that you think of as a protective hairstyle, okay? So the first tip I'll have for you guys is don't grip your hair too tightly. So if it's a bun, don't hold it too tightly. If it's a wig, make sure the braids under the wig aren't too tight, or the wig cap or the wig itself isn't too tight either, because you could end up having a bit of tension around your hairline, and that can also, you know, get rid of your hairline over time, and you don't want that to happen. And also, if you know you have fine hair or thinner hair, try to avoid heavy braids, because this is just putting up too much stress on your hair. So you're going to end up pulling out your hair without knowing why you think you're protective styling, okay? So avoid the heavy hairstyles if you can. The next thing is don't apply too much hair products, and try and minimize, you know, contact with your scalp. Basically, don't apply the product directly to your scalp, because this is going to cause buildup, and if you're not able to wash your hair regularly, you're just clogging your pores, and that could lead to other issues, okay? So just be mindful of how you apply the hair product. Focus the majority of the product on your actual hair strands, not on your scalp. With wigs specifically, do not apply the wig, do not apply the glue rather directly to your hair. Try and, you know, wear your wig a bit forward, so it should be on your forehead and not on your hairline. So those who don't really have much of a forehead, I don't know how that's going to work for you. But those who are like me, who got a whole lot of forehead to work with, apply the wig glue along your forehead, not directly to your hairline, because that's going to cause you to, the glue can end up, you know, ripping out your hair. Okay, so that's just a note for you guys. When it comes to protective styling, don't do it back to back to back to back, you know? Give your hair time to breathe, you know, time to just have some air, and because you don't want to constantly just have your hair covered up without circulation, without air, without washing. So make sure you have sufficient breaks between each protective style, especially if you're going to be having them in for over a month. You know, you need to make sure you give at least a week, you know, or two if possible, for your hair to just, you know, get stronger, get some air, get washed, you know, not be handled constantly, okay? So try and take breaks in between hairstyles. And when it comes to actually removing these wigs and weaves, make sure you follow the guide or whatever instructions has been given to you by the hairstylist, because I'm sure they know best how to take out these wigs. Don't just rip off the wig just because maybe you don't have time or you're lazy. Make sure you take your time with these things, otherwise you're going to end up regretting it, because you're going to rip out your hair. It's basically like waxing. You're literally going to end up pulling out your finer hairline, you know, hairs if you rip the wig off. Use oils, use whatever you need to use that's prescribed by your hairstylist, because I don't really know, you know, the correct way to remove things, to remove the wig, because I don't really wear wigs like that, and I don't really use glue for wigs. The most I'll use is like a gel, a spray-on gel, like got to be glue, but that's like a hair gel type of thing. So those who actually use glue, make sure you follow the correct procedures to remove the wig. Don't rip it off just because you're lazy or because you're tired, because you will definitely regret that in the long run. this tip is for like when you take out your braids. Be gentle, okay? Take your time. Don't be in a hurry to just take out the braids or cornrows or whatever. Take your time, because there's product buildup for one, and your hair is probably going to be matted up at this point as well. So take your time in, detangling and unbraiding your hair, and make sure you give yourself a good treatment, like a good deep conditioning, hair mask or something, just to revive your hair strands after all that it's been through. And like I said, take time off. So don't do the back-to-back thing. So I hope you guys found these tips helpful. So try and follow these tips, and hopefully you're going to see some improvement in your hair if you've already done some damage, that is. But if you haven't done damage, try and keep it that way, okay? Because you don't want to be trying to figure out how to, or whether or not a bald spot is going to grow back, okay? So trying to and avoid damage at all costs, all right? So yeah, those are the only tips I have. If you guys have extra tips, please leave it in the comment section so that other people can figure out what to do and what not to do when it comes to protective styling, because you don't want to lose your edges, guys, because that defeats the purpose. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video, okay? Thank you. Bye.
Baby, you don't know what you do to me. Between me and you, I feel like chemistry. I won't let no one come and take your place.